to the sword. The Gunners going a goal to the good up via a penalty courtesy of Aubameyang. After Vertonghen had handled, he was cautioned to that. Because of that, before Spurs came back at them, Dyer with a glancing header from Eriksen's free kick. Came with a penalty after Son went down after minimum contact, we believe, from Rob Holding. But in the second half, it just belonged to the Gunners, with Aubameyang's curling effort making it 2-2. Lacazette's deflected strike giving Arsenal a 3-2 advantage before Lucas Torreira rifled in with just 13 minutes to go. Vertonghen got a second for a poor challenge on Lacazette late on. Spurs down to 10, Arsenal up to third. Full-time score here in the North London derby. Arsenal 4, Tottenham 2.
Hello everyone, of course the result is 4-2 to the Arsenal, but the question is there a gap? Has it been closed? What colour is North London, Joel? What colour is North London, Jeremy?
North London's always been red.
It's red?
And it's definitely red today,
man. Oh, man, I'm so buzzing, man. I can't believe it.
So when we were 2-2, did you think it was going to end 4-2? Do you think we could come back that strongly, lads?
Me, 100%. Me, as soon as we scored that second goal, I was like, we're going to win this game. We were just all over them in the second half. The substitution again, you know, Lacazette on, Ramsey, change of system up front, just, yeah, we killed it in the second half.
We really did. We'll show you some reaction from across Arsenal Nation. So here we are in Thailand. They're about to react. You see them celebrating. Arsenal really have a global fan base. People just enjoying this result. It gives you that feeling when you go into work on Monday. They're here we are in Shanghai as well. You see the global fan base we have is a very happy person. And Jamin right there, even happier, screaming and loving the game like we were here in the Arsenal studio. America, the Yanks, we're enjoying it. Good to see our North American brothers and sisters there. And in India, also celebrating and screaming, loving that Arsenal, loving the atmosphere. And that is it. But we're going to talk to you about our experience at the stadium. So when we went in to half-time, there was 2 substitutions straight away that Emery made. What did you think? Did you think they would turn the game around like they did, Joel?
I'll be honest with you, I have no issue with Unai Emery making substitutions. For me, I love the fact that he's so proactive. If he sees something that he doesn't like, he makes the change. Once again, I was backing the coach, and I'm happy he made the changes. Great subs.
Yeah, no, 100%. You know, all season he's done it. Every time that he feels need a substitution at half-time, he's changed things around. And once again, he works out. You know, second half, we've performed so well, scored 3 goals and just changed the game, turned the game around.
Yeah, so truly, in the studio, it was an Emery we trust. But online, it was a little bit of a split decision. People were thinking double substitution by Unai Emery at half-time. I love the Gunners more under him, and he never afraid to do things like bench Ozil. Obviously, Ozil was injured. Hopefully, he's going to come back feeling a lot better. But it was split. And I can see why some people were apprehensive, because in that first half, we were still pretty good. It was just decisions that made us go behind rather than the actual players. But the players he brought on really did make a difference. When it came to Ramsey's game, that flick that he did for the Aubameyang chance, how hard is it to do that, Jeremy?
That's super hard to do. You've the awareness, knowing that Aubameyang's already made the run and will be on that ball before, I think it's Aurier, the defender. It's just like, you know, and to do that as well, the ball coming from the right, to tackle and bring it to the left the way he's done it, it's just superb.
So then, Joel, when the ball came to Aubameyang and he stroked it in, what was your reaction?
I went mad. I went mad. Like, I had to control myself. You know, I got it all on the Arsenal Snapchat. Make sure you check that out later on, official AFC. But honestly, I went mad. The people around me went mad. I could believe it because we've been playing so well, but I couldn't believe it because we've been playing so well.
Very good. So we're going to show you how the Inter reacted, very similar to Joel. All of us went crazy. I love a good gif, and this is literally it. It's literally how our faces were. I'm going to show you another one as well. It's Tom from Tom and Jerry, just enjoying the love and Arsenal playing finesse. That was it. And we had that finesse in that second half, the confidence. Remember we talked about the impact of the brawl, how it kind of knocked us off our game plan, we lost our head, but we'd switch straight back on. What do you think Emery said at half-time to get the guys back into the mood?
To be honest, after that first half, for me, we've played really well in first half as well. It's only, what,
5 minutes?
5 minutes. 5 minutes of a full 90 that we just kind of lost our way. And like I said, earlier on, it's for me, it's just because of that dire celebration that kind of turned out to a bit of an argument, and players got out of their game for 5 minutes because of this. This just switched off. But otherwise, I felt purely football. We were just much better.
So many players are scoring in their first North London derby. You have someone who's actually done it. What does it mean to do it, basically? Like, what's going through their mind?
It's just, it's even more than just scoring a normal goal, because you've just scored in a North London derby against Spurs, and you win as well, you know? It's like, you can't beat that, man. That's the best thing ever, man, you know?
So, Joel, in terms of bragging
Come on,
rights...
Arsenal! I had to get it out there. Come on.
Joel, in terms of bragging rights, how does it feel now when you're on Twitter, when you listen to all the pre-match hype about how good Tottenham are? What would you say to your Tottenham fans right now?
Quick little message to whoever doubted Arsenal, right? You guys want to act as if North London isn't red. It's always been red. I think today just solidifies the fact that it's red. That's all that's happened today. It's already something that we knew, but today we proved it. Do you see what I mean? We've proved it. We've always been the stronger team. I don't even know why people doubt us. For me, I'm so happy. I'm so happy for our head coach. It's an emotional feeling at the moment. And you know what? Just... Jeremy, I'm going to have to give you a big hug after this, man, because I'm buzzing.
So let's talk about the impact of Torreira. So when we did our 5-a-side pick, he was your first pick. How did he tackle his first North London derby and go on to score? Just how good was he today, Jeremy?
It's just, for him, didn't make any difference that it was a North London derby. He's been playing like this all season. From the time that this guy came to the club and just got into the starting 11, he hasn't changed. Every game for him is just a battle and a fight. And today he's just proved it again. Doesn't matter who he plays against, this guy is the real deal, man.
And he took his shirt off.
He took his shirt, you can see it. I love that, man.
I loved it. I was like, quick yellow. Go on,
I don't mind taking a yellow on this.
Quick one. Yeah. I loved it.
So we're going to show you what they've been saying on social media about Torreira. Like, everyone loves Torreira, but this is even more love. Lying gift, that's what you want to see. He's like Simba, he's taken over the pride. We're going to show you some more tweets as well. I actually love that gif. Next up, yep, I've done it. Not sure I've seen the Emirates like this since Xavi versus Barcelona. Very good. Do you think there's ever been a player who's just got the Arsenal spirit so quick as Torreira has? Like, there's not been like a period of him warming up. He just came in and straight away he's been doing what we want him to do.
That's a very
tough question, isn't it? I was thinking in my head.
Point, you.
Yeah, it is a good point. But you can see he's got that in him. You know, you can see he's a fighter. He's like, so for him, that mentality is just given. He's had it all his life, I think. And coming to Arsenal, he's realised, you know.
Yeah. Well, I thought one of you would mention Aubameyang.
No, listen,
came in, started banging in goals.
I'm sorry, Pierre. I'm sorry. Man of the match. I saw us 4-2 up, and Pierre was chasing, running at the defenders, and even when he didn't have the ball, closing down. I looked at that and I said, my word, mon frère, félicitations. Félicitations.
I'm going to give some more love to Aubameyang in a second. We've got some more Torreira tweets as well, because he did play exceptional and he grabbed himself a goal. Did Torreira just cry celebrating that goal? It looked to me like he was crying. Like, does that show just how passionate this is for the players?
Massive. And that, you know, for the fan, it's just, you can't get better. When you see how much he means to the guy that is on the pitch and scores a goal, like you said, celebration with his shirt off and stuff. That the fans just love that.
Yeah, so before the game, a lot of the tweets / the commentary was saying about how there's hardly any players that have played in North London derby. There's no mature people in the game. But it showed Torreira, who's barely been here half the season, showed so much passion. As a fan, what does it mean when you see a player show that passion, Joel?
Do you know what that means? It means we're actually contenders for winning the league. Forget top 4. People are going to say, oh, you're getting carried away, calm down, it's only... No. When you see your team play like that, the way we did today, the way we played against Liverpool, so-called big teams that we can't beat, right? And don't forget, when we played Chelsea, that was pretty unlucky way back then. I'm telling you, I don't want to hear it. We're in contention for the league. I don't care what anyone says, because if anybody came down to the Emirates today and we played the way we played, we could have beat anyone in the country, including Chelsea, including City. And I'll tell you what, we have to calm down. We have to be respectful. But I can't sit there and say that those boys are only good for top 4. They're good for more. Trust
So we're
me.
going to let that inspirational, real talk from Joel sink in as we show you some more tweets which are showing that North London is red. Just a red square. That's what we like to see. North London is red. Torreira celebrating, taking that yellow card for the team. This one, I did not see this one coming, but it's all true. Lacazette comes on back as a goal. Love that one. The passion in there, that's what we want to see. What we want to see for a long time, and we really got it today. Obviously, we did win the same fixture last season at home, but today feels a little bit different, doesn't it?
You know what? I feel we've talked about Torreira, but I feel the whole team showed passion today.
Yeah.
Everybody, you could see like from the first goal how much he meant to everyone. On them celebration, I didn't see anybody just waiting at the back. Everybody was there showing like how much he meant to them as well, and the fan loved that. And I think the player kind of realised what it is to win a North London derby, you know.
Do you think this is the game that we're going to push on from and go, as Joel said, higher and higher in the league? The confidence is up there now. We didn't lose to Liverpool. We've beaten Spurs. Spurs are supposed to be the next giant killers out there. So how far do you think we can go, Joel?
Leno played well. Xhaka played well. Bellerin played well. Our strikers played well. I even saw our substitutes, Eddie Nketiah. He was hugging Lacazette when he came on. The spirit is there. I don't want to hear it. We're challenging for the league. That's it. This, for me, the options, what we're going for, we need to push it up, man. We're definitely going for the league. I'm telling you, Anton.
So in terms of your aspirations for this team, Jeremy, we're in the Europa League. Obviously, we've got FA Cup and League Cup coming up. Do you think we can win some trophies this season? Because some people were saying it was an embedding season where Emery needs to get his tactics together,
Well,
but it seems like he knows his tactics already.
Listen, I'm not being funny. That's what we all kind of thought, you know, after Emery coming to the club. We thought it might be a transition period for a year, a few transfer window so he can get his players. Well, after what we've been seeing today, guys, I'm with Joe, mate. Like, this is, like, you know, we're going to Old Trafford when? Wednesday?
Wednesday.
Mate, bring it on, no problem.
That's what I like to hear. Bring it on.
No,
So in terms of this game, of all the North London derbies that we've seen, obviously we saw some highlights earlier, where does it rank? Is it going to be a classic?
100%.
Yeah, 100%.
100% this is a classic.
Yeah.
Especially with everything that's happened in the last few years, 100%. I don't want to hear anything. Why don't you make a DVD out of that, guys? Huh?
So we've got some more reaction from social media. We're going to break down just... It's a good day to be an Arsenal fan, simple as that. People celebrating. There's Rodney, the Bulldog. I haven't jumped on my seat and celebrated like this since Tony Adams' goal against Everton. That's a long time ago. We've had some stuff to celebrate since then. But people are ecstatic. Joel, what's it like going just generally on social media when Arsenal win? Because we know when Arsenal lose, people like to jump on our back.
Listen,
but now the tables have turned.
I don't waste time. I've already tagged Billy from the F2. I've already tagged Expressions. I've already tagged Smith. I've tagged a bunch of my YouTube friends. I'm about to tastefully tag a few Tottenham fans that I follow. Listen, I'm not playing games, all right? Tonight, if you need me, social media, you'll find me on there, tagging at JoelBear1. Make sure you hit me up. Let's go, I'm ready.
So, Jeremy, as a player, what's the banter like when you do win a North London derby? Are you messaging them, or is it you keep professional?
No, you keep professional. Unless...
So you've never done anything that's not been professional?
With close one, like with close friend, like I guess they will probably send a little text. They probably wait a little bit because...
Like who? Who did you send a little cheeky text to?
Who did I don't have any...
Got to be to Jermaine Genius, right?
Well,
I'm calling him tonight. I'm calling Genius. Jermaine Genius, mate. I'm calling you tonight.
No, you know who I've done. I've done Patrice Evra.
All right.
Yeah, I've done Patrice Evra, man. But you know, it's a bit when you know somebody quite close, then you can do it. But you know, it's just like.
I bet he didn't love this game that night, did he?
He didn't.
So we're going to show you some more pictures from the atmosphere here at the Emirates. You can see this is pitch side. Guendouzi showing some love to Aubameyang. When you're in a game like this and you win, you come back, how does that bond the squad together, Jeremy?
Listen, that game today has not been the start of a bond. That team's been together for you know, how many games we haven't lost, guys? You know, it's like that team's been together since day one. You can see the spirit, you can see how they all going on outside the pitch and in the dressing room. But games like this will give them even more confidence and even more fighting spirit, togetherness, because them games you don't have them kind of games every week, man. You know, and beating Spurs here 4-2 is just just a massive achievement, the way we've done it.
Antoine, bearing in mind, this team beat Chelsea last week, 3-1. Bearing in mind, they just smashed Chelsea, and look what we did to them. You can't tell me anything about my Arsenal, man. You can't.
So on that note, we're going to look at the table because it really was a 6-point game. As you can see, we've got Arsenal now above Tottenham, where we should be, pushing forward, as Joel said, to try and get closer to Manchester City. Looking at this Arsenal team, obviously we played City in the first game of the season. If we were to play them today, what do you think the result would be, Joel?
Today, with that performance, 2-1. Don't forget, right, even during our bad spells, we were able to beat City. You know, we beat City in the semi-final of the FA Cup. Before we won it that year, we drew 2-2 with them here as well. At the start of the season, we lost. They were clearly better than us. But I'll tell you what, like what Jeremy said, this team has been bonding and building since that game. Even though we lost the Chelsea game, I believe since that first game, they've been bonding and building. So for me, I reckon we could beat any team in the country with a performance like that.
So Jeremy, when the teams around the country are looking at this result from today, what message do you think Arsenal sent out to them?
Massive message. You know, they just say, like, we're here, guys. Next time we play against each other, it ain't gonna be the same game, man. You know. So I think if we play like this and carry on building, you know, and I think that's why the game on Wednesday against Man U is just right time for us now to go into that game. Brilliant.
The energy's up, the right time. So Joel, one word to sum up today and our performance.
I'll give you 2, mate.
You give me 2.
Bring it.
Bring it. And you, Jeremy, what's your word of the day?
I'll give you 2 as well. On fire.
You can literally see the energy in the room. So my word is going to be energy because we're showing so much energy, so much unity, so much passion. But we're going to end on a gift to sum up our experience here on Arsenal Nation Live and, of course, the North London Derby. Sharpshooters, simple as that. So we're going to shoot our way into the next game. Thank you for joining us. Please send us your tweets and your comments, and we'll see you again for the Man United game.